We are talking today about someone who got injured on the job. Back with us tonight for the Law and You attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, nice to see you tonight.
Spring here to stay?
Probably not. I would love to
one.
guarantee that it is, but this time of the year you never know.
You know how you can answer law questions? I can answer weather questions. No.
Nope.
Greg knows as well. All right, here's our question tonight, and this involves getting hurt while working. Joe in Lake Ariel wants to know, I work for a construction company and hurt my back lifting drywall. I've been doing this for a long time, and it's not just an ache. I reported it to the foreman, but kept working for the rest of the week. The weekend came, and I couldn't get out of bed, so I went to the ER, and now the employer is saying it didn't happen at work. What can I do now? What does Joe do in Lake Ariel?
Well, Joe, you know, what I didn't hear you say in that question was whether you filled out an incident report. Doesn't seem to mention that, does it, Dave?
It only says he reported it to the foreman, but doesn't say anything about a specific report.
So, you know, you reported it to your foreman, which is certainly something that you need to do. But, you know, you got to make sure that there is a document, an incident report that is filled out and signed by you on the day of this incident, or you know, if you can't physically do it that day, the next day, so that you can't be in a situation like this. I mean, this is ultimately going to come down to you know, dispute between what you're saying and what your foreman is saying. You got to get to a lawyer on this, because you know they're going to fight you tooth and nail on this thing.
Well, and here's the problem. Now your whole case revolves around if the foreman's going to stand up and say, "Hey, this is what happened." He told me a lot of times in the cases we've handled, for some reason they forget, they don't want to testify that way for whatever reason. They're company men, whatever it is. But that's the problem. So you got to protect yourself, guys out there, guys, women. If you're injured on the job, fill out an incident report, notify your foreman, and get to the company doctor. Under the law, that's what you got to do, and you know, make sure everything is documented. Because then, when you have a judge hearing it, it presents a lot better, and you have a better chance of winning.
Absolutely.
All right, our viewers that find themselves injured on the job and they want to talk to you, how can they do that?
Give us a call, 570-714-HURT. See us on the web, 714hurt.com.
And remember, in Pennsylvania, the workers' compensation system is no fault, which means that if you're hurt on the job, as long as you document it appropriately, you're going to be able to file a workers' compensation claim. There's very few things that the employer can do to fight you on. This is one of them. So, you know, you're well served if you have that documentation in hand.
Early documentation is key. All right, results matter with attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.
You got it.
PAHomepage.com and the Law and You hotline are always open.